Another weekend gone.
Easy.
Shit. I felt like this weekend went by so fucking fast.
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure y'all like, subscribe. Yesterday was fun as hell and shit.
Uh-huh. It was.
I can't wait for the 1994 one. That's gonna be crazy.
Oh yeah. We gotta get. I'm gonna get some more heads. Hopefully we could do that on Emux. We get like a whole bunch of heads on there for that one.
Yeah, yeah, we definitely gonna do that on Emacs. Fuck
Mhm.
StreamYard. I'm trying to fit on tweet off. I might check out that dog pound out in Bible tomorrow.
That shit is fire. We gotta do a review on that shit for real. Some
Yeah, that's on the list.
grown up gangster rap. Yep.
Shit. It's been a while since I heard a dog pound out.
Same.
You ready for this new Rakim album that's coming out?
Huh?
You ready for this new Rakim album that's coming out?
Hopefully it's good.
Facts.
Hopefully it's good.
They say he's producing it, so that's a plus.
Oh Lord. Is he known for to be a producer?
Yeah, he produced like a lot of shit from Don't Sweat the Technique and stuff
Mm,
like that too. So he even played the drums on Know the Ledge.
did he?
Yeah,
Okay. Hopefully it's good. That's all I gotta say.
same.
Cause niggas like Busta Rhymes
It's
disappointed
like
us.
Eminem's coming out, Rakim's coming out.
Hopefully it's good. That's the slogan
Yeah,
for a lot of niggas.
that blockbuster album,
Yeah,
that blockbuster album. That's oh,
pure trash.
I was like, Buster, what are you doing?
Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, you know.
It's like I liked ELE 2 too. It was just
Hmm.
like, okay, Buster's back on his grind, but then he dropped this shit.
Yeah, seemed like that's where he was headed though.
Okay, I'm gonna start in about 7 more minutes. So Trump said he does not care if he goes to prison at this point.
Yeah, better him than me.
He said what?
I said better him than me.
Right. It's like picking two mentally unstable people for president. That's crazy.
Better him than me.
That's like don't be a menace. Take me to jail. Lock me up.
Let him go. You probably have supporters in there too. So
Or he'll definitely have them supporters. Even some black people are supporting this shit.
Mm-hmm.
saying Trump was innocent because they just want another stimulus check.
Right.
Bad Boys 3 is coming out. I mean, excuse me, Bad Boys 4. Excuse me.
Yes.
I
Hopefully
might
it's good.
I might actually go see it. It looks kind of good.
I went to see 1 and 2 at the theaters. That was great. Part 3 I saw on streaming. That was good. So hopefully this is a good one. I haven't been disappointed yet. So hopefully it's good.
I didn't like Bad Boys 2 like
You
that.
didn't like part 2?
Nah,
You crazy. What?
I didn't. I tried to get into part 2. I never liked Bad Boys 2.
Wow.
Bad Boys 3 I'd never seen yet. Believe it or not.
You didn't see part 3? So you
Nah.
gotta see part 3 before you see 4.
I know, nigga. Calm down. I'm not. It's
3
like
was good.
the first Bad Boys to me. That was the one I go back to watch all the fucking time. That's the classic one. The second Bad Boy, they try to go international with it. I'm just like, okay.
Part 3 was good. I enjoyed it. They
Yeah,
did something.
everyone
So I
say,
want to see what they do with this one.
yeah, yeah, we still gotta support Will and Martin. I don't give a
Yeah,
fuck.
for sure. They still out here doing it.
Exactly. Plus, Bel Air's coming out in August too. Oh hell
Yep.
yeah, I'm ready. We got
Yep.
book 2 coming out
Yes.
Friday. Bel Air
Some
coming out
good black shows I'm looking forward
for
to.
real, man. Cause
You know?
I was kind of getting a little bored and shit like. I still gotta finish Diara from Detroit. I gotta finish that season.
Mm.
But BMF disappointed me this season. I was like, yeah, I'm not really fucking with
And
this
did it
game.
really?
I didn't like BM the third. I didn't like the third season like that.
What? Oh
It,
man.
it was like 3 good episodes.
What am I hearing?
Bro, I'm not even the only one. Niggas be saying that
You
this
didn't
season.
like season 3?
Nah, cause
Wow.
that Henry character, I didn't care for her and stuff.
The thing is, I don't understand why they like. It's like when you have like a villain like her, they quick to like kill her off of the same season. Why not have us alive till in the next season?
Right, we got fucking what's old dude named Lamar?
Yeah,
Lamar, we got
yeah.
him
He
for 2,
lasted like what, 2 seasons, 3 seasons?
but it's like more realistic too. So,
Right. They're
hey,
just
what's up,
killing them
Kaveh?
off as soon as they bring them in, and I don't get it. Kavase was good. We talking about Talking Heads first album.
Yes.
It's okay if you wanna fall asleep on this one. I don't blame
We'll talk about it. But yeah, man. What was I about to say? What was I about
you.
to
Yeah, we
say?
gotta get back to doing what we've been listening to this week. We stopped doing that.
Oh yeah, that is right. Okay. Okay, we can definitely do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yo, Kaveh, we're doing MOP tomorrow. So if you're free tomorrow night, then come on down.
Oh yeah, that's a double one.
Shit.
Or we just doing first family.
You said what?
We're doing a double review for that, right?
Yeah, you breaking up.
We're doing a double review for that, right?
Firing Squad and First Family for Life.
Okay.
Yeah. Cause I was gonna wait till I actually got Firing Squad, but that shit's so fucking hard to come by where I'm at. I'm just like, fuck it.
Yeah, they most of their albums out of print.
Right. I'm just like, look, what if I get it, I get it at this point. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
that it actually used to be so fucking cheap. Now I see it's like fucking $30. I'm just like, y'all fucking tripping.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But yeah, I'm trying to pull up my notes and shit. Where's my notes at? All right, I'm ready to start whenever you are.
All right.
What's good, you two? How's everyone doing this lovely, lovely, lovely day? This your boy Reg in the building. Got my homeboy trying to build it with me.
Yo.
All right, so we're pretty much gonna do before we start. We're gonna talk about what we've been listening to this week. Try, since you brought it up, I'm gonna start it off with you.
Yo, the new Dog Pound album, definitely we gotta talk about that. That is a banging ass grown up gangster rap album. I'm enjoying it. and the production wasn't even done by Daz. It was, I believe, it was also Superfly that did it. I know Daz.
Nice.
They were on the Bootleg Kev show, and Daz was saying like for the next Dog Pound album, he's gonna produce all of that one. But this one was all done by Superfly, and man, this shit is
Okay.
a banger. Definitely, and it's called We All We Got. It's like an abbreviation, the WAWG, and it is fire. Like some of the joints they got on here. LA Kinda Love was one of my favorites. Always on my mind. The new single, My Favorite Color Blue, definitely a banger. So I've been listening to that. Um, Makami, his new album, Rich Ass Haitian, a banger. Definitely enjoying that one, and he hasn't disappointed me. He's been affiliated with Griselda, and he hasn't disappointed me. And even before Griselda, like he had some banging ass albums. I know he did one with Muggs a couple years back that was fire, and you know, I'm really enjoying that one. Big hit. That's what's his name? Hit Boy's Pops. He dropped the album with Hit Boy and Alchemist. It's called Black and Whites.
Hmm.
That one I gotta check out. That's on my playlist, but I haven't listened to that one yet. But they've been dropping videos like this past week, like different songs, and anything Alchemist do is gonna be fire. So
Right.
it's him and Alchemist and Hit Boy and Big Hit. Um, 21 Pilots, they dropped a new album called Clancy. Really enjoying that one. I like this album more than the last one that they dropped. And it's been vintage 21 Pilots on this.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's like a whole bunch. There's other albums too, but those are like the main ones I've been checking out. Crime Apple dropped a new one also with a Big Ghost. It's called Bazooko. I heard a couple joints that's fire. Lenny Kravitz dropped a new album, Blue Electric Light. I haven't checked that out, but I'm definitely listening to that because I always like Lenny Kravitz stuff. So I don't expect nothing anything less from him.
Okay. Um. So I'm gonna be real. I didn't really hear a lot of new albums this weekend because I was just probably pretty much in a zone, some shit. But I haven't really listened to like anything new like that. To be honest with
Mm,
you, but I've been just revisiting some shit I used to listen to. Like I was just revisiting some like old glam rock. Um.
nice,
And what's their names? Like Motley Crue's Dr. Feelgood album. I
right?
was listening to that all over again. Um, I was just not too long ago. I was actually bumping some Stevie Wonder. The
Okay,
fucking what's the album he came out with? The Music of My Mind album. Where
yes,
I'm coming from, those albums. I was listening to those ones earlier. So I've just been kind of like in the zone, trying to get some creative shit out the way. So I
mm,
just listened to like a lot of assorted shit. But I'm definitely gonna check out those new albums that you talked about. You know what I'm saying? I sent you a text message too, by the way. So
yeah, I got it.
okay, yeah, man. But so we're gonna start off on New Artist Sunday. We're gonna talk about Talking Heads with their first album, Talking Heads '77. This album came out September 16, 1977 on Sire Records. We already talked about Speaking in Tongues. I think like last year, I think. You know what I'm saying? Which I said that's actually my favorite album from them. You know what I'm saying? So now we're just gonna talk about all the albums in discography. You know what I'm saying? So, well, we're gonna also throw in one Tom Club album, but and I take it all the way from Charles' response. I take it you don't like this album.
No, I like it. It's an acquired taste.
There's David Byrne, Chris Frantz. You said what?
I like it. It's just an acquired taste.
You're breaking up.
I said I like it. It's just an acquired taste.
Yeah, that I actually agree with you about that because I know a lot of fans like the classic rock enthusiast. Jesus Christ! I don't know. Hold up.
Mhm.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
I don't know if it's my Wi-Fi or StreamYard acting up. I feel like I'm going in and out and stuff,
Yeah.
but okay. But yeah, because I was saying a lot of classic rock enthusiasts they say this is like their best album, one of their best. But we'll talk about that because re-listening to this album now, I have a lot of things to say, but this album came out with three singles: "Uh Oh," "Love Comes to Town," "Psycho Killer," and "Pulled Up." So, like I said before, we already did a review on Speaking in Tongues. So if you guys want to know who Talking Heads are, like the whole biography, check out that album. But they formed in 1975 and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? And they were part of that whole new wave, that whole new wave kind of shit, that New York
Yeah.
punk scene. You know what I'm saying? And around this time too, they were pretty much getting ready to like work on this album. They were performing at a lot of clubs around this time, most specifically the CBGBs, which CBGB was like the premier New York club. You know what I'm saying? That like had country, rock acts, pop acts, that dirty kind of punk, that dirty kind of rock. You know what I'm saying? That was very popular. A lot of acts performed there, like from Blondie, of course, Talking Heads, the Ramones, even Madonna too. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's very important club right there. And so a lot of record labels came up to them and they got to push for a potential album. Most importantly, Matthew Kaufman from Besically Records. You know what I'm saying? And they pretty much went into his studios K and did like a 16-track demo tape. You know, well, three songs, 16-track demo tape. Excuse me.
Right.
Which most of those songs it was included on this album as well too. You know what I'm saying? So around this time they were opening up for the Ramones. They actually met Lou Reed at this time too. You know what I'm saying? And by 1976, that's when Chris Friends contacted Jerry Harrison and stuff like that too and whatnot. And pretty much, not only was Harrison a good keyboard player, but he was also a great guitarist too, which is pretty evident when it came to these early Talking Heads albums as well too. You know what I'm saying? So they ended up signing to Sire Records and whatnot too. You know what I'm saying? And under the advice of the Ramones manager Danny Fields. And so, you know what I'm saying? Sire Records, they came out with their first album. And I want to take it back to 1977 because 77, that's actually one of my favorite years when it comes to rock music. It was the year of punk rock. It was like the year a lot of rock acts was just on their at their prime. Even though some of them was flirting with that disco sound and shit like that
Yeah.
too. It wasn't as heavy as maybe 78 or 79. But
Right.
77, like you had cats like Fleetwood Mac, who else came out in 77? Like Television and stuff like that too, you know what I'm saying? Ramones had an album 77, you know what I'm saying? But when Talking Heads really came out, a lot of people really didn't know what to place Talking most essential. Keyword essential. A lot of fans even say that this is their best album, which that I actually disagree with. You guys know me. I'm a huge Talking Heads fan, but I feel like their best period, spoiler alert, I would say it's like from 79 to 83. But all the albums that they came out with, you can get anything out of them, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of rock groups at that time, they were definitely flirting with like that reggae sound and shit like that, like the Police and the Clash. Talking Heads, you can say they flirted with it, but they were more funk, if you ask me. You can tell they were definitely influenced by like Parliament and Funkadelic. I personally would even say Sly and the Family Stone to an extent. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Because there's like a lot. Re-listening to this album now, I feel like this is like amongst the most freest albums they've ever came out with. You know what I'm saying? Like this was before U2. This was before the B-52s. You know what I'm saying? Another group that's an acquired taste. Like um. So yeah. So Like it's just when it comes to talking heads, and usually when it comes to like a group, when I'm doing like these art. Oh, also Emo Philo Kunti too, and that's another influence that came to them.
Right.
But when I do these rock, I mean, excuse me, these artist Sundays, especially if it's like a group that's like more than an artist or group that's more like 5 albums. Like when we talked about Mariah Carey, I said, diehard fans, y'all might want to check out the Daydream. For Queen, I said, diehard fans, you might want to check out A Night at the Opera if you want to just look into them. But Talking Heads, well, first of all, I feel like if you want to watch Artist Sunday, any episode is valuable if you're a fan of that artist or trying to get into music. But for Talking Heads, this is a group I can honestly say if you want to get into music, you just have to start at the debut album. And we're going to talk about that. So let's talk about the first track on this album. Well, first of all, excuse me. The album has 11 songs, and it was all produced by, excuse, bless you. It was all produced by Tony Bon Jovi. He's actually the cousin of John Bon Jovi, of
Oh,
Bon
what?
Jovi. Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Wow.
Lance Quinn and Talking Heads.
It's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Which I just knew about that when I actually done the review, but the last name should have thrown me off and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mind you, Bon Jovi didn't really come out till like years later. That's crazy. But
Right.
so this album has 11 songs. We're gonna start off with the first song, "Uh Oh, Love Comes to Town." I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. This song is a weird acquired taste. You know what I'm saying? I would have not started off the album with this song. It when I first heard this record, it has like one of those AM rock kind of sounds. Like if you listen to like a lot of rock music from like that period, there were definitely like a lot of like
What's going on? Do y'all hear Reg? Because I don't hear him. Yeah, so it must be his Wi-Fi then. That's what I thought. Reg, fix your Wi-Fi.
I'm sorry about that. StreamYard literally just kicked me out for some odd reason.
Why did they do that?
I don't fucking know. I'm sick and tired of this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking tired of this stupid ass streaming. But what did you guys hear before I got kicked out?
I ain't hear nothing.
Okay, well I gotta start all over fucking again. Great. Great. So track number one.
Yeah.
Love Comes to Town. So honestly, this is like one of my least favorite songs on this album. I would not have started off the album with this track right here. It gave me that AM rock kind of feel from that mid to late 70s, which I fucking hate. A lot of those soft rock. Some of them were cool. Like some of them were like Carpenters. I can fuck with Carpenters in the blue. But most of them, I was not feeling it. And another interesting thing about this song, from what I looked up, it uses a steel drum. And the steel drum was like a very popular instrument
Yeah.
when it came to like Afro Caribbean, Afro beat kind of music, which again,
Oh, there you go again. I don't hear you.
can you hear me?
I hear you now.
Okay, so they would experiment more with that sound throughout like the Fear of Music and Remain in Light period. So I really would not start off the album with this track right here. it's just I don't even know really what the song's talking about. It's talking about how one falls in love and people's reactions to it, but it's a weird song. But Talking Heads is a weird group, so
Yeah, I actually like the song. I thought the song was dope.
okay.
I thought had a nice beat. You know, I like the chorus. That is still the steel pan drums on the chorus and the guitars, and I thought it was a hitting song.
Understandable. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I mean, I just feel like it would have started off. I feel like maybe if it was like the third or fourth song, I
Yeah.
would fuck with it, but it's in the quiet. Like you said, this whole album's in the quiet taste. So,
Hmm.
all right. Hopefully my connections. I think this is my fucking connection because this StreamYard. I don't know why StreamYard is taking me in and out of this fucking stream. But track number two, we got this new feeling. Um, I feel like they should have started the song off with this one, this album off with this track. In my personal opinion, this is
Uh-huh.
what I call like this planting the seeds to that traditional Talking Head sound. Love the guitar work from Jerry Harrison. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a very cool song right here and shit like that too. I mean, this is just definitely some of my favorite songs. I feel like my head is high. I wish I can meet everyone. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't think
it sounds
StreamYard
like
wants you to do this
bells.
album tonight.
I feel like my head is high. I wish I could meet everyone. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
this was a pretty dope track.
Yeah, I liked it. Had a nice beat to it. Guitar, nice guitar play on here.
Definitely. Yeah, that guitar was killed. Guitar was dope on this album.
Hmm.
All right. Track number three, Tentative Decisions. This is probably one of the more unorthodox songs on this album. You know what I'm saying? This is kind of like one of those songs that definitely have that CBGB kind of feel to it. Um, I don't know if I like this song. I don't know if I dislike. I just say it's unorthodox. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
that it is what it is.
I liked it. Had a catchy chorus. They had some pianos on it, some guitars, a nice beat. I enjoyed it.
Definitely. Okay, respect. All right. Next track, track number four, Happy Day. One of my favorite tracks on this album. This definitely is a perfect example of what I call happy talking heads. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by that is like fucking this must be the place. You know, it's a once in a lifetime. You know, when they have that happy dappy poppy melody and stuff like that too, you know what I'm saying? Now granted, pretty much, sometimes they will throw you off guard when it comes to this. 'Cause I remember when we did the Speaking in Tongues review, the singles like Burning Down the House and This Must Be the Place. You know what I'm saying? Those are like the more radio friendly songs. But then the rest of the album was like straight up funk like Minneapolis sound and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? Well, this one, I really wasn't expecting like a happy dappy song already
Happy
throughout this
Dappy.
track. You know what I'm saying? You so,
Happy
but
Dappy.
I love David Byrne singing on this track. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Right.
always a plus.
Yeah, it was. I like it. Like I said, I think it was a lighthearted track. It reminded me of something REM would have did in the '90s. They did a lot of
Yeah.
lighthearted tracks like this. Especially like during the Out of Time Monster era. And
Mm,
I like the beat, the pianos on it. This was definitely like a different sound on this track out of any other songs on the album.
definitely. It's funny how you say REM because even though I'm not even the biggest fan of REM like that, I
Uh-huh.
definitely feel they picked up where Talking Heads left off. Especially like once Talking Heads broke, they picked up that
Right.
happy dappy, go lucky kind of sound
Yeah.
and whatnot too. Because their earlier shit was like more alternative and whatnot too. You know what I'm saying? Like especially the shit
Right.
that came out like the Murmur album from like '83.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Which yeah, man. But like I said, I'm not like an REM expert. Like I'm not really the biggest fan. But I do
Yeah.
like it.
And we lost him again.
Like I said, I'm not that biggest fan though, but I definitely hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking tired of this shit, boy. Damn. All right. Track number 5. Who is it? My second favorite song on this album. This is possibly what I consider the prequel to Psycho Killer. More on that song later.
Mm.
Again, you said what?
I think there's another song on here that sounds like Psycho Killer.
Well, yeah, I think I know which one you're talking about. We'll talk
Yeah.
about that.
Okay.
But like, again, this is the part of the album where I feel like the album picks up its groove, no pun intended, because this is when this is probably the most funkiest song on this album. And like I said before, Talking Heads was to funk what the Clash was to reggae and stuff like that, in their own respectable genres. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And usually in stuff like that too, when a lot of white actors try and do that funky kind of sound, they kind of got like chastised for it. Like I remember, like the Parliament song, the P Funk Once They Get Funked Up, they threw a shot at like George Clinton threw a shot at like David Bowie and the
Oh.
Doobie Brothers. You know what I'm saying, for like trying to jump in that funk sound. Like George Clinton said, "Can you imagine Doobie in your funk?" Pretty much, because you know when Michael McDonald came into that group, they slowly got more funkier and soulful and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? They went from Jesus is just all right with me to minute by minute by minute by minute. I keep holding.
Mhm.
Like you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Okay, so but other than that, this is a very dope song. It's pretty much the perspective of people witnessing the psycho killer, if that
Right.
makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a short interlude-ish kind of track,
Hmm.
but I feel like it's a key component to what's to come.
Definitely short track, about a minute long, couple minutes long, and had a nice beat. Man, we can't hear Edge. Mm-mm-mm. We are not destined to finish this album tonight. Yep. StreamYard.
Sorry about that.
I don't think StreamYard wants you to finish this shit.
No, StreamYard's legitly pissing me the fuck off. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, we gotta do EV Mux at this point, because I'm sick and tired of this stupid shit. I'm
Yep.
connected to my other Wi-Fi. Hopefully that's fixing the damn problem. But
Yeah.
I didn't even hear anything you said because it kicked me out.
Oh, I said it was just a short track with a nice beat. You know.
Right. Okay. All right. What's the next track? Track number 6, No Compassion. This song was pretty cool, self-explanatory. It kind of reminds me of Public Enemy's song "I Can't Do Nothing for Your Man" from the Fear for Black Planet album.
Uh-huh.
It's just pretty much just talking about how Motherfuckers always wants to say, ask you for your help and everything like that too. But then at the end of the day, you're wondering, like, you don't have no compassion. You got your own shit you got to do. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely feel like this track right here, is definitely decent. You know what I'm saying? Not one of my favorites on this album. I do like the message to it.
Yeah. No compassion. I enjoyed it. When they sing, it's not so cool to have so many problems, but don't expect me to explain your indecisions. And I love the beat on there. I thought the beat was fire, and this was dope.
Facts. All right. Next track we got is "The Book I Read." This is another one of those AM rockish kind of songs, but I kind of like this one a little bit better. It's just pretty much a parody of people falling in love and whatnot too. From what I looked up,
Hmm.
um, there's this. Excuse me. There's this lyric I like when he's talking. He says, "Oh, I'm living in the future. I feel wonderful. I'm tipping over backwards. I'm so ambitious. I'm looking back. I'm running a race, and you're the book I read." You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So that's a pretty dope lyric right there too. And I love the na 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 kind of outro and ad lib and stuff like that too. So this song's experimental, but it's a winner.
Dropping bars.
Right.
Yeah, I liked it. It had a nice beat. It was dope.
You better.
And we lost Reg again. Oh man. We are not gonna finish this album tonight.
I'm starting to get pissed off now.
I told you we're not finishing this album. We're gonna be here for 3 hours trying to finish this shit.
I'm using my fucking hotspot for this now album now. Now I'm fucking getting pissed off right now. But give me a minute, cause give me a minute. Give me. I didn't even hear anything you said again, because every time somebody wants to say something, it kicks me the fuck out. So you
It's a dope track.
said it's a dope track.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay. Track number 8. Don't worry about the government. Um, this is like another one of the first political tracks that they've kind of done and whatnot, and it's a very relevant track too because it's pretty much attacking like politicians or businessmen who pretty much wants to reassure like the crowd that everything is going to be okay, everything is going to be good when there's chaos happening right in front of our eyes and shit like that too. Something that we're kind of going through today, if you ask me, but that's another story for a different day. Um, I actually like this, and one of my favorites off this album, classic,
Hmm. Yeah, it's dope. I like the beat first, the guitars.
definitely. All right, next track, track number 8, first week, last week, Carefree. Um, it got the right title for it, Carefree, because it's like another one of those happy dappy talking heads kind of songs.
Happy Dappy.
I don't really care for this record too much. I'm gonna be real with you.
Right.
This one was like some filler, if you ask me.
Mm, it was okay. I like the horn parts on it.
Right. Definitely, I definitely agree with you about that. Next song, Psycho Killer. Yo. Boom, 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 dun, 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 dun. Oh,
Classic.
this is the best song on this album, bar none.
Yes,
This is one of their signature songs. This is
definitely.
actually the only song on this album that had co-writers, because every song was written by David Byrne. This is
Hmm.
co-written by Chris and Tina. Now, in case you guys don't know, Chris and Tina are married and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So I forgot to mention that. But this is where Tina really found her groove. One of the best bass players, in my personal opinion, top 5 bass players of all time, because she was just so charismatic on that bass and songwriting ability too.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is what the whole song was leading up to. The whole album was leading up to, pretty much. It just tells the perspective of a killer. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who's about to pretty much absorb that killing lifestyle. And it's kind of crazy too, because from what I looked up about this album, about the song, he was influenced by two things: the classic Alfred Hitchcock movie Psycho, especially Norman Bates' character, and he was also influenced by Alice Cooper, because he was listening to Alice Cooper one night. You know what I'm saying? So this is a very, very, very classic rock record. You know what I'm saying? I love the line on the second verse talking about, I smell the pine trees and the peaches in the woods. I see the pine cones that fall by the highway. That's the highway that goes to the building. I picked the building that I want to live in. It's over there. It's over. I mean, this is like storytelling at its finest. And this song also influenced a certain rapper and his heavy metal group. It influenced Ice-T for Body Count to make Cop Killer.
Mm.
Yeah, a lot of
Okay.
people know that. And this shows how Talking Heads was also an early influence when it came to hip hop music as well too, which we'll talk about in albums to come. So this is actually my favorite track on this album. And the
Oh,
song that Talking Heads really became Talking Heads.
classic song. It's been in movies, it's been in commercials, it's been in video games. The Rock Band video game. I have it for Xbox 360, and that was like one of the games. That was like one of the songs in that game that you had to play, and it's just a classic record. You know what I'm saying? And I love the beat for it, and the bass line. And they saying, I can't sleep because my bed's on fire. Don't touch me, I'm a real live wire.
Whew.
That's like a theme song for, like, a psycho killer, like a serial killer. That would be like the theme song for that, individual. And that out of any other songs from Talking Heads, this is like the one that I always like to hear. So
Same. Yeah, man. To me, like this song right here was what really made me became a fan of them. You know what I'm saying? Because I was such a huge fan of Cop Killer from Body Count. And
mm,
when I heard Ice-T mention Talking Heads, I was just like, let me check out this Talking Heads group and shit. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
Because like, cause I've heard of them before that, and I was just like, okay, they were kind of weird and shit like that, weird rock. I could see them being like an acquired taste, but That song right there, it's a staple to this
Mm.
day. I kind of wish they ended off this album with that song, but we got this track called "Pulled Up." Um, it's not that I don't like this song. I really wish this kind of would be one of the songs that can start off the album. To be real
Mm.
with you,
Yeah.
because it definitely had. Because I feel like we were so spoiled with Psycho Killer and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? That could have just easily ended off the album, and it could have just been perfect. But this song was decent. It was pretty decent. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it was cool. A nice little song.
Right. So overall, this album. Okay. Where do I begin with this album? I must say this is an influential album, but at the same time, there was a few mistakes along the way.
Yeah.
And like I said before, I guys know Talking Heads is my group, but I'm always an honest fan and whatnot too. So I feel like the first mistake I want to say is like the sequencing. Personally, I felt like certain songs could have started off the album. You know what I'm saying? Like New Feeling, Tentative Decision.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Oh Love Comes to Town could have probably been like the fifth or sixth song.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really care for that. I mean, that one was okay. I mean, that's essential because the steel drum made up for. But like the book I read and pulled up and stuff like that, I could have cared less for those songs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I definitely felt like I feel like they did was I feel like they were comfortable with this sound on the debut, but
Mm-hmm.
the way how they were versatile with their sound, it was like a sneak peek of what's to come.
Right.
I'm saying it's not like with Queen. Cause I feel like with Queen's first album, they pretty much had like one trajectory, that progressive sound, and they
Right.
stuck with it. But when they dropped Queen 2, it was progressive, but they expanded more like the hard rock and everything like that too. But then once Sheer Heart Attack came out, that's when Queen took off and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
With Talking Heads, it's like they took off. They're the kind of groups that they don't give a damn what sound, what people think about them. They're just gonna do their own thing. So I can't really say that this album has more of a Talking Head sound than this album because each album that they came out with is going to be a different fascination of the debut album, if that makes sense.
Right.
Especially once we get to the latter album, the post Speaking in Tongues album. I have a lot
Mm-hmm.
to say about those albums, but all in all, as far as debuts go, this is pretty fine. I had a good time listening to this record for the most part, so I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5.
Yeah, I thought it was a dope record. I love the production on there. The guitar play. Songs like Happy Day and Psycho Killer. Who is it? Oh, Love Comes to Town. I'm getting it for Mike's.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like it's pretty harmless for the most part.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Um, so I think next week we're gonna do more songs about buildings and foods. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much that's an album that had Brian Eno coming, and Brian Eno really took their sound to a whole nother level. But that's another story for a different day. But since they also re-released a Stop Making Sense concept film, I'm definitely going to talk about that concept film live album too. You know what I'm saying? I also may even mention the other live album that came out with in '81. The band's name is Talking Heads. I think that's the name of it. I'm gonna definitely talk about those and shit. You know what I'm saying? So this is one artist Sunday you're not gonna want to miss, in my personal opinion. And like I said before, they are an acquired taste. So I know a lot of people want to listen. Can't wait to talk about the Remaining Light album, which I can't hold you. I can't wait to talk about that album either. But
Alrighty then.
you said what?
Alrighty then.
Yeah, but at the same time too, before we get to that spot, you gotta take a few steps. You know what I'm saying? So, I what time is it? 1:11. Yeah, let me end this off. 'Cause I don't know if StreamYard. I don't want to talk and StreamYard be pissed me off again and shit. But got a few announcements I'm gonna make. So tomorrow we're gonna do MOP's double review tomorrow at midnight. Firing Squad and First Family for Life. You know what I'm saying? Really can't wait to talk about those records and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I don't have. Do you have Firing Squad by the way?
I don't got none of those. I only have the rock album.
Oh yeah, I forgot they did come out with a rock album. Okay.
Yep.
So no problem, no problem. You know what I'm saying? So no matter if you don't got it or not, we still gonna knock it out of the park. Um, that's all I'm really gonna reveal for this week. This Fridays is gonna be the beginning of our Funky Fresh Friday, Funky Force Friday. Excuse me. Talking about all the Force MD's albums and stuff like that too. So that's ones I really cannot wait to talk about. I've never actually heard of Force MD's albums, so
Oh
that
yeah,
will be my full authentic reviews for those ones. Because I never hear fans say, "Oh, this album is better than the other one" or shit.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I hate to say it, and I really hate to say this, but I feel like they're more known for their songs than their albums.
Yeah.
I hate to say that.
Well, it was. So
You know what I'm saying? Because even on Wikipedia and whatnot too, I barely have a lot of information about those albums because they weren't as pop. They didn't have like a lot of pop success compared to R&B success, but that's okay.
right.
We embrace them the way they are.
Exactly. That's all that matters.
Anything we have to see, you had to say before we head out?
I'm gonna go live this week with Eric. I was supposed to do it last week, but I got a charge. Well, actually, it's charging now. Like the new live stream equipment I got. It's like a live stream mixer.
Yeah.
So I have to charge that for 7 hours, which I didn't know. So it's charging now. So this week I'll go live with it. Test it out. I know Eric was wanting to go live for a minute, so probably maybe Wednesday you'll go live or something.
Okay.
And yeah.
All right. Cool.
The Dracula movie review. Me and Mike, we're gonna do that soon. Also,
which Dracula movie y'all doing?
I'm not gonna wait till the anniversary. I think is in September. I'm not waiting until September to talk about it. So we're gonna do the review. I don't know. Maybe this week or next week we'll do it. But sometime this month in June. And,
Okay.
yeah, I got the 4K. The 4K been sitting there, and I already saw it like months ago. I'm like, why not? Let's just do the review now instead of waiting until the anniversary to do it. So.
Right. And you know what the irony? Speaking of anniversaries, on June 1st was the anniversary of Speaking in Tongues from Talking Heads.
Oh,
so that's crazy how we did it this weekend.
You see how the stars line up,
right?
You
know what I'm saying? Because I really, really, really cannot wait to talk about their discography on this channel.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, they were very funky, but they were very satirical with their lyrics.
Right.
Like they were like parody. Like they broke down the barriers for a lot of groups. Like they won't be like a U2 or No Doubt if it wasn't for Talking Heads. That's a hot take, right? I don't give a fuck what no one say.
Facts.
Like David Byrne was just some of the most unorthodox frontman in rock history. Just the way how he elevates his voice and everything like that, which you know what I'm saying. So I really can't wait. What Dracula movie are you doing?
Bram Stoker's Dracula from '92.
I don't think I've seen that one. Believe it or not.
You never saw that with Winona Ryder, Keanu Reeves, Anthony Hopkins, Gary Oldman.
See, I'm not the biggest Keanu Reeves fan like that.
But he wasn't the star of this film though. It was more Anthony Hopkins and Gary Oldman, Winona Ryder.
Wait, Anthony Hopkins from Silence of the Lambs, right?
Yeah, he played Van Helsing, Professor Van.
See, now you got me so. I'm a huge fan of Hopkins and shit.
And the Van Helsing movie, the movie that came out with Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman, that's like he was related to Anthony Hopkins' character in Dracula.
Okay.
Have you seen? He had like all these Oscar nominations and shit, and to me, it's the best vampire film of all time.
Okay, I might check that out since I never knew he was in that one. Believe it or not.
Yes, it was great.
Because I've always loved him as Hannibal in Silence of the Lambs. To me,
right.
I don't know if you seen Silence of the Lambs, right?
I've never seen that.
What?
You know what? You know what's crazy? I had it on VHS. I've never seen it. I
You've
know.
never seen
Nah,
Silence of?
I've
I'm
only seen
actually
clips.
surprised
I know about the TV show Hannibal, but I've never seen it. I've never seen the whole movie.
that don't that reboot movie from '03 and that
Uh,
TV show. They should have never made that. To me, they ruined Hannibal with those shits
yeah.
because Hannibal was not that kind of character
Mm,
to be marketable. He was like as the equivalent as Marlon Brando from Apocalypse Now. He was like a fucking how can I put this? He was like a mythical figure.
yeah. You know what we might have to do? We might have to do a live stream of a list of like movies we've never watched.
Oh,
Because you mentioned two already. Apocalypse I've never seen, and I've never seen Sons of the Lambs.
well, I've never seen everything from Apocalypse. I've never seen the whole of Apocalypse Now, but I've seen bits and pieces that I got
Mm,
the idea. But I know that
yeah.
movie is just fuck. Just the behind the scenes of
Yeah.
them making the movie was crazy as hell.
Hmm.
But you know what? You know what? Black movie. Believe it or not, I've never seen the whole of, and I
Hmm.
never really told somebody this. How Stella got her groove back. I never seen the whole
Oh wow,
movie yet.
that was a good movie.
I just Tay Diggs in that stupid accent. Oh my!
Yeah.
I cannot watch the. I can't watch the movie with that stupid accent. That's how to turn it off.
Right.
I'm never going to be a big Tay Diggs fan like that.
Right.
Something
Yeah.
about him, I just want to punch him in his little face.
One of those women empowerment films.
Yeah, because the late '90s, once it Way Into Excel came out, that's
Yeah.
when all these I Am Women black movies, which those were cool,
Yeah.
like Sprung.
Yeah.
I
Never
hated that
liked that.
movie.
That was bad.
Um, I would even say Soul Food, but
Mm.
Soul Food was good. I like Soul Food.
Yeah. So far was good.
Yeah, we have to talk about the TV show at some point.
Yeah.
There was another movie. It had Alfie Woodard and Queen Latifah.
Mm.
I forgot the name of the movie, but I know somebody in that chat had to see it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's like I don't know. When it comes to black movies between '97 and '99, 2000, I don't know what it was, but some of them was just they were just trying to appeal to all masses. When black movies like in 1990 to like '95,
Mm.
it's just like white people had to sneak a peek to see
Right.
the blackest like boys in the hood.
Yeah.
White people didn't know nothing about that shit.
Nope.
Juice, fucking Above the Rim. But
Yeah.
then they had these weird, stupid movies like Fat Farm and Big Mama's House.
Crap.
Any movie Martin Lawrence played a cop after Bad Boys.
And I went to see the National Security. I went to see that.
Trash.
Big Mama's House was good. What was the other one he did? There was another one he did like that. And he was He was doing some shit too, though.
Like I'm just like Martin. Why are you playing all these stupid cops? I'm tired of what.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Martin? Like, come on, man. Like
He was doing anything for a paycheck at that point.
he was just losing his mind that period.
Yeah.
Like,
I think he still lost his mind.
stop.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Like I said, I've always like Martin Lawrence. I love him in Boomerang.
Mhm. He was
The one movie he did back in 1990, I think it's called Talking After Dark.
Mhm. Yeah.
That is an underrated movie.
That
No
was
one
good.
talks about. The Bad Boys, thin line between love and hate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then he had some shit like Blue
Yeah.
Streak,
Oh Lord.
National
Blue
Security.
Streak, that's what it was. That was the other film I was trying to think of. Yeah.
Then he had the one with Danny DeVito.
Uh,
Oh my! And I love Danny DeVito too. But he
he
had
had
some
a
shit.
wasn't he in was it called Black Knight or something? First Night?
Oh shit!
That was trash.
But the movie I liked Welcome Home Roscoe Jenkins.
That was funny.
Niggas hate that movie so
That
fucking
was,
much.
Monique and Omar Epps was hilarious in that film. I mean, not
No,
Omar Epps,
Ma-
Mike Epps.
Michael Clark Duncan. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Names are
that was funny.
that whole cast.
Yeah,
Sarah the Entertainer, Nicole Ari Parker. That whole
Mhm.
cast was elite.
yeah.
But niggas would rather watch National Security and Wild Hogs. I'm like, bitch, what?
That was bad.
Don't even get me started on Rebound.
Oh Lord, another bad one.
I hated those coaching the inner city youth. I
Yeah.
hated those fucking movies,
They make
man.
too many of them.
Like Coach Carter.
Yeah.
Um, that one movie with Hardball. Oh
Hmm.
my god!
There's one with Bow Wow
Don't
when
even get me.
they were like during the it was like they said it during Katrina in New Orleans.
Of course, of
That shit was
course.
bad. They made too many of the. It was
But
like generic like movies they kept doing over
let's
and over.
let's make a profit off the victims of Hurricane Katrina. That's what America likes to see. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
it
I
was
like
bad.
like I don't know. It's like the 2000s, man. I hate to say it, but I'd rather watch a Tyler Perry movie than some of those movies I mentioned. I hate to say it.
Yeah,
Like give me Medea's family reunion over Hardball. Yeah, I said it. Give me Family That Prays over Big Mama's House. Yeah, I said it. I don't give a fuck. Hell, give me Why did I get married? I don't give a fuck.
hmm.
Cause yeah, his movies was cartoonish and fucking stereotypical, but at the same time, a lot of those black movies was even worse, like Fat Farm,
Oh yeah, trash,
fucking
trash.
all them damn dance movies. You
Uh huh.
Got Served,
Yep,
Dance Save the Last Dance for Me,
yep.
Dance, Yowza Yowza. Yeah, come on
What's the
now.
one with Channing Tatum? That shit.
Oh God,
Step Up or whatever. That shit was garbage.
bro, I hated them. Them movies were
Yeah,
like the High School Musical of them dance
yeah,
movies and shit.
yeah.
I don't even like Channing Tatum. I never saw. He's just a white boy. He's just a buff white boy that black
Yeah,
women love.
yeah.
I'm
I
sorry.
mean, he okay, man. He ain't no great actor to me.
He can't act for shit.
You know,
Oh my god.
he's like one of those. They have him. It's like he's one of those actors for women for like eye candy, and he does like the buddy cop films and shit. But he ain't no great actor.
He's what Craig Robinson is for black people. He's the Craig Robinson was always that token black fat friend in all the white movies and shit.
But he was funny though.
Yeah, he was funny,
Hot
but
Tub
when he
Time
had a
Machine,
lead,
that shit was hilarious.
yeah, but when he had a lead movie, he never
Yeah,
had that one. He never had that one role.
right,
He never just had that one role where he can just be like, yeah, I did that shit. You know what
right.
I'm saying? He
Yeah,
was just a fat friend. He was like, my name is Julia. You know I never make a fool of you. You know what I'm saying? And I feel sorry because I love Craig Robinson.
right.
But niggas would rather watch Michael Blackson over this nigga and shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
And don't even get me started on that motherfucker.
Oh Lord,
Don't even get me started on that
I'm just a
motherfucker.
bitch ass nigga.
Like, let me tell you something. When I was in high school,
Uh,
niggas always used to ask me, am I a fan of Michael Blackson? And that always used to make me so fucking mad and shit like that. And now you just talk, because you fucking, fuck that nigga, man. Fuck.
I feel you.
That's not even a real accent. That's just some play shit.
Right.
Niggas sound like fucking Bryant Gumbel and shit, nigga. Like his real voice, he sound like fucking Bryant Gumbel.
Oh shit.
I don't, like, I hate when motherfuckers do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I just want to slap his mom, man. Like,
But that's not how he really talks.
bro, I kid you not. That's not how he really talks. That's just a fucking gimmick.
So he was studying like African language, or been around a lot of African
What
people.
study? What study has he done? I'm gonna
He had
send you.
to talk like that. He had to.
I'm gonna send you an interview. Hold up, man. Because when I heard that shit pissed me the fuck off.
Oh man.
But yeah,
That shit
man.
funny.
Because even Cat Williams said that in that classic interview and shit.
Mm.
Yo, I'm telling you, that whole Cat Williams interview is taking over the whole fucking world and shit.
Yeah. But that's when everything started.
For real. That's like once Cat Williams dropped that interview, niggas just was on a vengeance.
Shit. Club Shay got popular because of that interview.
Shay. Shay.
Oh man. That
That's
nigga like
that's
going
my
at
Shay.
everybody. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you,
Since that interview, it's like he want to battle Shaq. He want to battle everybody now.
Man, Shaq needs to stop. Shaq needs to sit his ass down, dropping that diss track. I'm just like, Shaq.
Come on.
Now, Shaq. You know, I'm your biggest defender when it comes to your rapping, but nigga, please. Just because you hung out with Biggie don't mean you can make a diss track. Boy.
Crazy.
You know what?
Yeah.
I swear to God, that's the next motherfucker that's gonna start exposing some shit. It's gonna be a white director. I kid you not. Everyone's just exposing motherfuckers now.
Crazy.
Everyone is 2024, man. I'm just saying. I don't know what's been in the air and shit like that, but everyone's just been mad.
Yeah. Everyone got. Yeah. I saw some posts about Drake was like the diddler put a hit out on Drake.
Yeah, I saw that shit.
That's crazy. So if niggas think that if niggas really feel the diddler put a hit out on Drake, who's to say that he didn't put a hit out on Tupac and Biggie?
Oh, we already know that.
Like, come on. Niggas been saying this for like 25 years already. Like, this is nothing new.
I be loving watching them interviews when he be looking all distraught. Like, we would never hurt Pop.
Yeah.
That was always his favorite catchphrase. We would never.
Meanwhile, you just happen to be at the same studio that Pac was at in '94, right? Come on. That's more than a coincidence.
Didn't even want to put your own mans in the Rolling Stone cover, man.
Exactly. Because he was jealous of Big. And Big was leaving. Big Dame Dash said it months ago that Biggie was going to sign with Rockefeller. He been said that.
Because won't nobody checking for a shiny soup. You were pretty much a promoter and a marketer. How he became the biggest man in hip hop.
He was a promoter at Howard. That's
how it's still a mystery to me, you know. It's just a mystery.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like we've been saying this since the '90s that he had something to do with Pac and Biggie getting killed. This is nothing new. You know, they just haven't proved it yet, but I still believe that he was in on that shit. And he was jealous of Big because Big was his best artist ever on Bad Boy. And once Big died, the label died with him. Nobody on that label after Big could save Bad Boy. Not Mace, not the Locks. They wanted out. Definitely not Carl Thomas and 112.
Carl Thomas still stalking that Mary girl and shit like that. Let's be real.
You know, he's stalking a Mary girl.
No, because you know that song. I wish that video. He was in love with a girl. The girl wanted to go back to her husband, and he got.
Oh shit! Maybe it's real. Could have been Kim Porter for all we know. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I wanna.
You know.
Chill out, man.
You know, at this point, anything is believable because it's just a whole bunch of shit with this dude, and yeah, I hope they lock his ass up. Yeah, he's not no legend.
Well, I kept rewatching that Cassie video. I'm just like, Jesus Christ, man.
Mm-hmm. How is this nigga still free? How is he still able to be walking in public and he's free like this?
Like, this nigga beat this girl in a towel. Let's just keep it.
Right.
I've never seen no shit like that. You know,
if that doesn't motivate women all around to fight back, I don't know what will. Because if you a woman and you get your ass beat by a dude in a towel, what does that say about you?
Like, this nigga legitly chased this girl in a motel. Like in a towel. Like, that's why I made a post. I'm like, did this nigga really beat this girl in a towel? Like,
and some socks.
It's like, right. Like, that's some crazy shit. Like, nigga, what?
Bitch, you better fight back.
But I've never seen.
You can't be getting ass beat by no nigga in a towel.
Never in my days of living I've ever seen some shit like this in my life. Like, oh my goodness, wow. It's like the stories. It's like every week is like everyone is like has a Diddy story. Everyone has a Diddy story. Diddy.
I don't buy that statute of limitation shit. Cause if that was the average Joe in the street doing that to his woman, he would have been locked up.
He would have been, bro. You know how quick they were to publicize Solange whooping Jay-Z's ass in the elevator.
Right.
This was Puff Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that they sealed that information for all them years and shit,
mm-hmm.
I was flabbergasted. Wow. I was like, wow.
I don't understand. Like, the law is so screwed up. Like, how? So the statute of limitations for that is over. But if a woman screamed that she got raped by Bill Cosby 50 years ago, he go to jail.
Whoa.
Make it make sense.
And mind you, those women who would have said they were got by Cosby, they said, "Oh, it didn't happen the way I thought it did." Right after that nigga got locked up.
Oh my lord.
But they didn't want to publicize that shit.
Right.
Hey, that's why I'm just like, some of y'all. It's like I remember when I got drugged. I got my wisdom teeth taken out. I didn't remember shit for weeks.
Mhm.
These women remember all that. I'm not trying to say they were lying, but if I was drugged, I wouldn't have remembered all that shit because they were
But the
messing
laws
around.
is so screwed up that I don't understand how they let certain shit go and then certain shit pass.
I don't understand either.
You know, like oh well, this is this you got to go to jail for this because it was 50 years ago. But you know, a nigga beats down a woman in a towel a couple years ago, and you know he don't get no, you know he don't get arrested for that. That don't make no
Right?
sense.
Because ain't no nigga look like him. Ain't no nigga look like Cassie. Ain't no nigga. Ain't no girl have half her hair like that. So
It's crazy,
the fact that he forced that hairstyle on her, and all these girls started copying that hairstyle, that's
yeah,
cringy as hell too.
right? He made it shave one side of her head, and then everybody else started
Cut
doing it.
the, I bet you was like, cut the hair, bitch. Like,
Right?
woo.
Lala saw I seen Lala with that cut.
I
I
never thought
seen
that cut was
Kim
cute. Like,
Clarkson with that cut.
I'm gonna be real. I never thought that cut was cute. It's like,
Right.
it's like,
Everybody had that cut.
it's like it's like now I know why some of y'all women wear wigs after I saw them do that cut. You know?
You know, shave one side of your head.
Yeah, like that shit cute. Like,
Yeah.
girl, like
We
that
still
shit.
got women rocking that style.
Yeah, man.
Cassie cut from now on. That's how we calling it.
Like white people got the Rachel, we got the Cassie. Like,
Yeah. That's the Cassie cut.
mind you, little did we know that was some abusive shit.
Hmm.
Now look at all y'all girls looking now stupid. All y'all
And
girls looking
they
stupid.
let him the his entourage and people that he know in the industry, they let him get away with this shit for
They
years.
they let them get away with it like a nigga stealing from a candy store. They're
You know,
like, oh, that's that puppy. There he go. There go that Sean Combs and shit. What he
they
gonna
let
do
him
next?
Mary no shit. She ain't talking. Franz Bentley no shit. He ain't talking. What do we need? All the uptown MCA
You
artists.
know what? Let them live their lives at this point. Fonzo Bentley has been. He's one of the few people that got away from that bad boy empire. Let his ass stay out that empire.
That we know of. He could have been at them parties too. He was up at
He
4
was
a.m. pressing this nigga clothes.
he was at that party. He was holding an umbrella for Diddy and shit. He was
Yeah.
at the
No, no, I'm
party.
talking about being involved in the party, not just holding his umbrella.
Hey,
He was holding something else
I,
beside the umbrella.
I don't want to think that
You know what I'm
Alfonso.
saying? That nigga was
Oh,
up at 4 a.m.
hold up.
like a man slave pressing Diddy's clothes.
Yeah, guess who the next motherfucker that's joining in the I Hate Diddy train now?
Who's that?
Ray J.
Oh Lord.
Mind you,
For what?
this nigga Ray J beat up his girl on reality TV too. He pushed his own girl on in the pool, and he talk about Diddy should be locked up for what he did.
And you made the Kardashians a billionaire with that tape.
What did that motherfucker say in that verses?
He
To
is
my
a
baby boy, to my baby boy,
if I was Brandy, I would disown him as a brother. He's a disgrace.
to my baby boy.
He had a good singing career and he fucked it up all up for reality TV.
For that white pussy.
You know,
I tell you, once that white pussy gets in the nigga face, they act all
right?
crazy and shit.
Right? Pussy will always screw the black man over. Look what happened to OJ.
Man, he had the purest white pussy, man. I'm telling you.
Yep. Blonde pussy at that.
Look at Jonathan Majors and shit.
Yep. Another one. See, screw up your acting career over white puss.
You screwed
Oh
over
now,
white pussy. Now you obsessed with Coretta Scott King. You trying to make all the black women dress like Coretta Scott
yeah,
King now and shit.
yeah. He wish he was still in
I'm
Marvel,
just
so he
like,
could just
nigga,
he wish
stop
he was in the alternate universe right now.
stop mentioning Coretta Scott King your goddamn interviews and shit. Like, please.
Where Thanos at when you need him?
Megan Good looking like shut the fuck up.
Man,
Megan Good putting her finger on her lips like ease by
yeah.
you and shit.
She want to be white so bad,
Bro, don't even get me started on that shit.
you know.
Every fucking year she gets more and more lighter. And
Yeah,
niggas be like, she was always light skinned. No, she was
no,
not.
she
Cause back
wasn't.
in Friday,
Nah,
when she was looking on Friday, she was dark as fuck.
she was never light skinned like that.
She was dark as fuck in that Friday and shit. Fuck that.
What's she gonna say? She got vitiligo like Mike did. I can't be in the sun,
Look me in the face and tell me if I'm black or white.
right? Jesus Christ.
All these people bleaching their skin now, man.
Hey, if the we know who to cast if the Michael Jackson biopic don't do good. We just cast Megan Good as Michael.
You stop it.
You know, she won't need
Don't
much.
don't do that. Don't do that. Well, they finally cast those Bailey sisters as Janet Jackson. Yeah, we already knew that 6 months ago. Like, but I'm
Well,
telling you, they making this biopic to be like the music equivalent to this Malcolm X biopic
I
and
hope
shit.
it's good. They said they finished rapping, so I hope it's good.
In that trailer dropping like Thanksgiving.
I don't know. I know it says it's coming out next year, next April. So it should, if we don't get a trailer by the holidays, then I say Super Bowl weekend we get one.
No, Super Bowl's too late. I,
Well, it
I
gotta be
say
by. I didn't hear about when the trailer dropping though. But I mean Thanksgiving, they should have a trailer by then.
yeah.
You know, I hope it's good. I hope it's good. That might be the worst mistake Jafar ever make.
Jafar better go back to his lamp if it's not good and
You
shit.
know what I mean? I hope it's good.
All right.
Many
By the
have
way,
tried and many have failed.
so tomorrow I'm also going to talk about the BET Award nominations and shit.
Why? Who's watching that?
I still watch the BET Award
Well, you're watching the BT Awards?
just for entertainment.
Oh Lord!
It's like it's like the Black family reunion that we just have to laugh at all the nonsense
Right?
that happens and shit.
And they're gonna try so hard not to mention Diddy, right?
No, of course they're going to mention Diddy.
Yeah. They got no
Watch.
choice.
Every time they mention Diddy, I'm going to take a shot. Watch.
They gave them an award that he didn't deserve in the first place. So
And trust me, Black social media and the BET Awards is always funny.
right,
All niggas always make the best memes and shit.
right.
See, Black social media, when it comes to like the Black award shows, that's why we always unite as one. Niggas don't be united for anything but Black social media. Niggas be uniting as one.
Is Drake showing up? That's the big question.
It's Kendrick showing up.
Kendrick gonna show up because that's why this is backyard. I don't think Drake gonna be there though.
Kendrick gonna open up the show with "Not Like Us." I bet you.
Right? Yes.
That,
That's the way. That's the highlight.
that's the way. That's the way they would have started off that shit.
Yeah, that's the highlight of the show. Shot that nigga. Yep. I love it.
But yeah, I'm gonna end off the video off right here. I said I was gonna end off 30 minutes ago, but we got so hype over this conversation.
Yeah. Fuck StreamYard. We going off when we ready.
Exactly. Y'all fucking up my fucking stream all this motherfucking time and shit.
Now it wants to work.
Right. Why I'm using my hotspot and shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit would drain out my battery. I had to charge my fucking phone and shit. Ugh.
Yep.
But yeah, man. I think this album is still in print. You know what I'm saying? I think it got re-released on vinyl. You know what I'm saying? Because you know these rock albums always get re-released on vinyl, but hip hop albums, you gotta wait
That shit got
8,000
like a
years.
Christmas cover, red and green.
Right. This shit got the most boring album cover.
Right? It's just plain.
It's like they wouldn't even some of the album cover. I'm not gonna hold you. They wouldn't even try it with some of the album covers.
Right.
Oh god. It's like, yeah, we're just gonna put our name and put the year and shit like that.
Yeah, that's it. No title. We couldn't come up with a title. We're not creating.
Right.
Yeah.
I swear to God, but yeah, I can't wait to talk about more songs about buildings and food next week.
Yeah.
Really can't wait to talk about that one. They got that song "Take Me to the Cover" of Al Green.
Mm-hmm.
I got a lot to say about that track. That's all I'm gonna say. But it could be good, it could be bad.
Right.
But other than that, I hope y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all the cats tomorrow. We're gonna talk about MOP. I'm just gonna let y'all niggas know right now that might be one of the most hypers reviews. Tomorrow's gonna be one of the most hypers reviews we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Especially when we can talk about Firing Squad, because that's actually my favorite MOP album. I'm gonna have me some water because I'm gonna do a lot of screaming on that album. Cause you know MOP, man, you know that they be having every song fucking anthem. They be having them anthems and shit, you know.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, before D Block and before Rough Riders and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But all right, y'all. I'm gonna talk to you later, though. You have a good night.
All right, man.
Yeah. Peace.
Peace.